What up, you guys? Welcome back to an episode of Sweet and Man. You do it. And with your today's episode, I'm gonna be telling you guys exactly 5 things you should know about owning or buying an exotic car. Alright, starting off with number one. Before I even state number one, I just want to give you guys a background in case if you're new to my channel. I do have a McLaren 650S, so a 2015 650S Spider, so you can browse down to my channel and see exactly my journey with my McLaren 650S. And I also did own an Audi RS5, so 2014 Audi RS5 and a Ford Fusion. Let's kick on with number one. So buying an exotic car, a lot of people get scared because of the price points, which is very understandable. So they're very pricey. So even a high-end sport car like my Audi RS5 at the time was going for I think about anywhere from between 45 to $60,000 at the time of purchase. So that being said, it's still quite expensive. So if that's gonna be your first car, kudos to you. And even you going for the McLaren, which that's what I own, the McLaren 650S, that is in the 200K. So they're very expensive. So cars over 100K, pretty much that's pretty much double that. So the first is gonna be the price. They're very expensive to purchase. You're gonna definitely need a high credit, unless if you're gonna pay cash, which majority of you guys planning to purchase your first exotic car. I don't think you're gonna be buying that just cash. But if you are, kudos to you. But if not, if you're going through like I did, going on a monthly payment, your credit has to be A1, and also you're gonna have to need a lump sum of down payment in order for you to get approved, and it's also gonna depend on your age. So keep in mind your age, your driving history, because you're gonna need insurance on that car. Some insurance will not insure you, if obviously if you age, you're pretty young. Like myself, my journey to purchase that car, I had to go through several insurance to finally get an insurance company to insure me because the car was too expensive. And at the time of purchase, I was 25. I'm gonna be turning 26 next month. So when I purchased this car, it was quite hard for me to get an insurance, and it was also hard to get approved due to the fact that my car purchase history isn't high enough for a bank to lend me that lump sum of money. So keep that in mind. You have to get a strong foundation of your car purchase history. You can't jump from a 20K car to a 200K car. So if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to show a lot of money in order for you to purchase that car. So that being said, my history based on myself, I don't know about you guys, the best of myself, my history was I had the $20,000 car, which was the Ford Fusion. Moved to the RS5, which was about 60K. Number two is servicing. Hence to why I'm in my studio, not in the car driving, while telling you guys this experience with my car. You guys have noticed most of my videos not lately they've been in the studio. Reason being, I have my car in servicing. That being said, buying the car, being said of what I've already told you before, servicing is one of the hardest thing to do. Not only because of how expensive it is, but also because of sourcing the part is very difficult, especially where we're in Canada, and obviously with the pandemic going on, it's very hard to source the part. So the my for my sake, any British car that you guys purchase as your first exotic car, make sure you have deep pockets. Alright, I'll repeat this again. If your first exotic car is gonna be British, make sure you do have enough money aside. Prepare for servicing. They're very expensive and they're very finicky. But when it works, it's excellent. It's one of the best exotic cars for its money. You could even take down Ferrari, Lamborghinis is one of the best. Looks, driving, comfort, excellent. But servicing, that's where you're gonna have problems with it. So keep in mind your first exotic cars. Make sure you want to find out about how servicing is gonna be applicable to your car, and try to source out the any mechanics, local mechanics in your area. Because if you take your car to the dealership to go get it serviced, I can guarantee you that you're gonna pay twice the price or sometimes three times the price of what your local mechanic could charge you to get that same job done. Like getting an oil change to get it done at McLaren, I think it's about 1,500 to 2 grand to get it done. But at your local deal, at your local shop, obviously it has to be a reputable shop that they used to working on cars like this, on high end cars. You don't just want to take it to uh any person to get it done. You might get it fucked up, so which you don't want to do that. So you want to get it to a reputable shop that can get it done for you, which is gonna cost you anywhere from between 500 to probably, it's gonna be less than $1,000. All right, definitely I can guarantee that it's gonna be less than $1,000. McLaren are one of the most expensive servicing car to do in the exotic world. So keep that in mind. Number three is, do not buy your exotic car brand new. As your first car, you don't want to buy it brand new. If you do, you're gonna definitely gonna lose a lot of money buying it brand new. In any car in general. Any car that you buy brand new, unless you don't really care about it, you just want to have the best and the greatest and you want to be the first owner, absolutely. Go bananas. Go buy a car brand new. You can do that. But you will never get that money that you spend on it. You're never gonna get it back. The chances that you may get it back, like this year, for example, where the car market just skyrocketed. So let's say if you buy a McLaren last year, brand new, and you've drove it, this year you can sell that same McLaren for the same price that you purchased the car for. Absolutely, because of the bubble right now. The car bubble is crazy. So right now, any car that you may have is a very good time to sell. Right now, to get the most out of your car and get your money as much as you can out of your car. So it's a very good time for you to sell your car right now, and you get your money back. That being said, in general, do not buy it new, buy it used, because the depreciation of that car, and definitely look at the depreciation of any exotic car that you're going to be purchasing. You want to make sure that the depreciation of that car is going to be sustainable enough for you when you want to resell the car in, let's say, in next 2 3 years. You're not going to lose as much. You're definitely going to lose money, but you don't want to lose as much, because what keeps in factor is the servicing, the condition of the car, and the most important one is the mileage. All right, you want to make sure that the mileage are relative low depending on the car. Most people do not buy British car like McLarens, buy cars. So when it comes to depreciation, McLarens are one of the worst cars to depreciate. All right, but right now, which we're in the bubble, it doesn't really affect it as much. So people will be more likely inclined to go buy it right now because it's much affordable comparing to, let's say, Lamborghini, a Ferrari. They'll be more lenient to go for the McLaren because it's probably gonna be the cheaper option, and but they're gonna lose a lot of money down the line. That's just how it is. McLaren lose a lot of money down the line. All right, when it comes to exotic. Now, next one is your paint. So you definitely at all costs, when you're buying it used from the dealership, you want to see if that car had a PPF done. PPF stands for paint protection film. So you want to make sure that that was done, or some kind of work that's done to help protect the paint, because the paint job on these cars, Jesus Christ, they're super expensive. Especially on my car, it's an optional paint, which I think is a storm gray. So that was an optional paint. So make sure you want to inspect the paint job on the car, and make sure you want to protect your paint on that car. So taking your car to a car wash or getting washed, you definitely want to make sure that you know exactly where you're taking that car to, because if you do any one move or any mistakes on that car to get the paint corrected, it's gonna be very hard to do, and it's gonna be very costly to get it done correctly. Because the thing is, if you don't get it done properly when you want to resell it, you're gonna lose so much money due to the fact that your car had paint or rock chip on it and kind of destroying your paint. So if the exterior is kind of looking mash up, that means the interior is also gonna look mash up. Even if you clean it as much as you want, and the engine, they'll know you're kind of guy that you don't take care of your car. So the resale value, you're gonna definitely lose a lot of money on that aspect, just on itself, not even including the mileage on the car, you're just gonna lose so much money. So you definitely want to put the ppf as much as you can as to the the most places that are gonna have rock chips. Make sure you want to do ceramic coating on the car, the entire car. That's gonna protect your paint, and it's easier to clean when you want to do just a quick rinse down. It's going to be so much easier to get it done with the ceramic coating. So I would definitely advise any person that have any high-end sport car or exotic car to definitely have ceramic coating done on your car. And finally, is modification. All right, here's a myth. Most people will say if you do modify your car, you're not gonna get the value out of your car. You're gonna sell it, and you're not gonna get the money that you put in your car. 80% of the time, that's correct. The other 20% of the time, when they don't tell you, is it all depends on where you get it done. My McLaren 650S has a stage one tune done on it. I'm not gonna get that money back. I did it for me. I'm not gonna if the next person that I'm gonna be selling the car to wants to keep that stage one done on it, they can go ahead and keep it. If not, they can reverse it back to stock. At which, as another thing, you want to modify it that you can reverse it back to stock. Because the thing is, once you modify so much, you're only gonna attract just a specific type of clientele when you're selling the car back. My advice to you is pretty much to modify it as much as you want, but make sure during the resale you want to reverse it back to stock. If I did miss anything, please make sure you leave it down in the comment below. And if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right?